Okay, now because there are many people here, many of you here, and the class size will be until maybe about 12 or maybe until 15. Once there are more of you coming, then I won't be allowing any more students to join. Okay, then we'll have to start another new time slot. So today there are 12 of you. I think we should be. I think that should be the maximum lah. Maybe a few more can join, but 12 should be the maximum already. Okay, let me see. There are 12 person, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's start. Because there are many of you here, so I won't be able to answer a lot of your questions. So if you have a lot of questions, what's going to happen is you try to remember your questions, and then after 9 p.m., when we finish everything, then you can ask me. All right, because so that we can finish in time. All right. So any questions, you just write somewhere, and then after the lesson, you can ask me later. Okay. And Mr. has sent me a little bit of sore throat. Okay, so I won't be able to talk loudly. So I will be talking quite softly. So if you can't understand or talking too fast, you tell me. Okay, let's start. Okay, so we start now. Make sure everybody can hear my voice, huh? And okay. So question one, I will flash you the answer first, and then if you have a mistake, then you copy down the corrections. Number three. Okay, so what is 12 tenths? How do you get number 3? Now, this is a primary 4 question. So 12 tenths, you can write 12 tenths is what? It's 12 over 10. There's a TH. TH means what? 1 over 10. That's called 1/10. 1/10. If you have 12/10, that'll be 12 over 10. And then how do you convert to decimal? Well, you can actually do something quite easy. You take 12, divide by 10. Okay? And then 1 times 10, then you minus, right? And then you change the whole number to a decimal, then you put the 0 down, raise up decimal point, then 2 times 10 will be 20. All right, so your answer is 1.2. Very simple. So your mistake is because of what? Because you don't know what is this. That's a mistake. 12 tenth means 12 over 10. Okay, that's the meaning. Okay, let's go to number 2. Number 2, your answer is number. Oh, okay, in this paper, there are actually two typo errors. Number 2, there are no answers there. Okay, Mr. Tong, I think, typed wrongly. So the number 1 is supposed to be 0.005. So when you were doing the question, I think maybe you couldn't get the answer, right? So the answer is actually what? The answer is actually 0.005. Okay? Yeah. So do you work out the answer? Do you get this original answer? And then you realize that no answer in the options. Okay? But how do you get this? Now 4 divided by 800 shortcut. Now when I say two things, when I say shortcut and I say methods, you have to open your eyes and ears very big. Okay, so there's a shortcut for this. What is 4 divided by 800? You don't need to do a lot of steps. You just write as a fraction. Fraction means dividing. Okay, then what do you do with that? You try to make the denominator into a 10, 100, or 1000. So can I make the denominator into 10, which is a bit hard? How about 100? A bit hard because 800 divided by 8, you get 100, but can 4 divided by 8? Cannot, right? So can I make into 1000? Yeah, you can. What you can do is you get the simplest form, right? Your fraction, once you have a fraction, you always get the simplest form, and then you get 1 over 200. I cannot make the denominator into a 10 or 100, but I can make it into a 1000. All right, so 200 times 5 and 1 times 5. And I will get 5 over 1000. And your primary 4 decimal, what is 5 over 1000? 0.005, which is your decimal. So there is no need to do working. I think some of you did something like that, which is totally not acceptable because we never teach. The school never teach this. If you are doing like this, something wrong. Okay, so lesson here, if you see dividing, then you write as a fraction. And then what do? Get the simplest form, and then try to make the denominator into a 10, 100, or 1000. Okay? Are you clear? Okay, all right, let's go to Billing. Okay, Billing? Anything not sure, you raise your hand. I can still answer a few questions. Question 3, what is the mass of a calculator? Your answer is number 2. Okay, somebody messaged me. Hang on, hang on. Oh, okay. Somebody came in. Okay. All right. So question number 3 is answer number 2. So why number 2? Number 1 is wrong. What is 9 gram? 9 gram is the mass of a coin, a few coins. If you hold the coins in your hand, it's very light. Your calculator is not so light. All right, it's a little heavier than coins. Cannot be 9,000 gram, which is 9 kg. Definitely out, not so heavy. Then it's either number 2 or number 3 lor. right? So do you think it's number three? What is number three? Number three is the mass of a loaf of bread. You go to it's about 1 kg. You go to the supermarket, NTUC, you buy a loaf of bread. I think that's about 500 grams, right? About 400 grams, okay, something like that. So, so do you think your calculator is as heavy as a loaf of bread? No, not really. Okay, so your answer should be number two, 90 grams. 90 grams is lighter than coins, but it's heavier than coins, all right, heavier than coins, but lighter than the loaf of bread. So that is the mass of your calculator. Now, if you don't believe, you can take the calculator, put it on the weighing machine. Okay, put on your weighing machine, and you find that it's about very light, about 100 over grams only, not very heavy. Okay, right, so that's number two. Okay, question number four, answer will be number two. Question four, answer number two. Okay, by the way, give yourself a tick and you get the answer correct. Give 1 mark. Okay, if those who get it wrong, okay, because you broke up your step, you never break up the steps. For those of you in my class, you never break up your steps. You write everything like this in one big step. Okay, if you break up your step, what will happen? You will forget to do some steps later. So if you put everything together, you find that you never, you will not make careless mistake, right? You will have something like that, right? Then what is 84 divided by 3? That will be, do your working, you will get 84 divided by 3. Let me see, I must use calculator. This time we'll use calculator to get the answer. 28, then divide by 1. Okay, 84 divided by 3, do the working, you get 28, then divide by 1, and you still get 28, which is your answer number 2. Okay, that's question 4. So don't break up your step. Got it? Okay, let's go to question number 5. No questions, huh? Okay, Josh, you okay, Josh? Yeah, understand, huh? Okay, let's go to number 5. If you see number 5, what's the answer? The answer is number 4. Okay, when you see shapes, you have different kinds of shapes. What do? You can cut them to make them equal shapes. Like you look at the figure, make your 5 squares, right? There's a one big square, there are 4 small square. So you can call these units. Okay, every time you see identical shapes, you can call them units. Opposite will be 4 units. And there's a big square. Square means all the sides are equal, right? So your picture cannot be very clean. You must have something on your picture. So square means all the sides are equal. Okay, then can you find what fraction of the whole figure? So the whole figure got how many squares altogether? So if you were to cut the big square into smaller square, 4 times 4, you will have 16 squares in this bigger square. Right, 16 smaller square in the bigger square. And then you have one small square, one small square, one small square, and one small square. Total 20. The whole figure got 20 squares, the whole figure. Am I correct? So what fraction of the whole figure is square D? Square D is only one small square. So 1. 1 over 20. That's your answer number 4. Okay, so you can also cut it into all similar shapes. Okay, can Mr. just quickly revise, quickly just show you. You can also cut it like that, right? So yeah, 1, 2, 3, something like that. Okay, you can also do that if you want. Okay, so different ways of getting the answer. Question number 6, answer number 4. All right, how do you get number 4? Now, when you have fractions and you're comparing, you will have to make the denominator the same. Some of you have difficulty making the denominator the same. Shortcut. How do you make the same denominator? Get your common multiple. And this is a part where some of you may not have learned. How do you get the common multiple? That is a shortcut. You look at the bigger number, the biggest number, and you write out the next multiple, 12 times 2. Can 24 divide by 9? Cannot. Then go to the next multiple, 12 times 3, 36. Can 36 divide by 9? Yes. Can 36 divide by 6? Can 36 divide by 4? Yes. So this is your first common multiple. So this is a shortcut, and you will have to make the denominator into 36, right? Simple. And then 12 times 3, 11 times 3, 6 times 6, 5 times 6, 4 times 9, 3 times 9, 9 times 4, 7 times 4. So which is the biggest? Descending order means big to small. So the biggest must be this one. Biggest. 11 over 12. Then getting smaller, 5 over 6. And then getting smaller, 7 over 9. And the smallest will be 3/4. And that's how you get your answer number 4. Do you understand? So what is the lesson here? The lesson here is shortcut to get your common multiple. I don't know whether your P4 teacher taught you this. Or do you write down 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 6, 12, 18, 24? Do you have a lot of numbers? Miss Tong don't need a lot of numbers. Okay, let's go to question number 7. Okay, by the way, if you need to copy down, let me know. Once you're, to those who are copying down, you finish already, you give a thumbs up. Those who have nothing to copy, give a thumbs up. So I know that everybody done already. Okay, all right. Okay. And if you haven't done, you don't copy. If you haven't done, you don't copy. You should do first, then you watch the video. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, question number 7. What's the area of the triangle? The answer is number 3. Okay, number 3. Okay, how do you get number 3? All right, now number 1, you will have to know what triangle are you looking at, ABC. So this is the triangle you're looking at. Make sure you look at the right one. Number 2, where's the base? The base is one of the 3 sides of the triangle. So the base is right angle to the height. So you look for a right angle box. If there's a right angle box, very lucky because the base and the height is near the box. The base and the height, they are perpendicular to each other. So what's the base? The base is 14 and the height is 12. So use your formula. Half times base times height. All right, shortcut. Cancel, divide by 2. Cancel, divide by 2. And then 7 times 12 is 84. How about the 1 divided by 1? You can ignore. 1 divided by 1 is still 1. Nothing, you don't have to care about that. So just take 7 times 12 can already. So answer 84 centimeters square. Okay, understand? Okay, let's go to the, got some, who came in? Uh, okay, everybody came in already, right? Are there any latecomers? Oops, went on for a while. Oh dear. Uh, Cedric? Cedric, how come got so many of you? Cedric, where are you? Cedric, are you here? Cedric, okay, hang on. How come got so many Cedric? Okay, uh, okay, hang on, give me a while first, Yeah, something weird. There's a one person who is, uh, uh, okay, let's go on first. Okay, let's go on. Okay, all right. Now, let's go to question number 8. How do you write your percentage? How do you convert decimal to percentage? Oh yeah, what happened to Cedric? Ah, yeah. Okay, hang on for a while first. It's not just type a little short message. Okay, let's continue. All right. Now, how do you convert decimal to percentage? This is the part where everybody get very confused. Now, always remember, fraction is the best friend of percentage. So every time you see percentage, you always think about fractions. So can you convert the decimal to fraction first? Okay, convert to fraction first. Okay, and then after that, make the denominator 100. Shortcut. So divide by 10 and divide by 10. Right? So 375 divided by 10. No calculator. You have learned in primary 5. You change the 375 into a decimal, point 0, shift the decimal point to the left one time, and you will get 37.5. Right? So you have a very funny fraction, which is 37.5 over 100. But it doesn't matter because as long as your denominator is 100, then your percentage is 37.5. Answer number 2. Shortcut. Okay? Right? Got it? So if you have a decimal, what do? You convert to fraction. Right? Convert to fraction. And then what do? Make the denominator into 100. And once your denominator is 100, then the numerator is your answer already. The numerator is your percentage. Okay? All right, let's go to number 9. Okay, number 9, what's the answer? Number 9. Okay, number 9, your answer will be let me see. Oh dear, I can't find the answer. Answer number 2. Okay, number 2. Okay. All right, Cedric, are you here, Cedric? Looks so weird. Cedric is not here. Okay, never mind. Let's continue. So answer number 2 for question Question number 9, answer number 2. How do you get number 2? Now, shortcut again. Every time I say shortcut, open your ears very big, because you do super fast and you don't have a lot of mistakes. You don't have careless mistake when you do shortcuts. When you have percentage increase, fraction, get your fraction. So your numerator is the increase. There were 16 chairs in the room. Another 4 chairs were put in. The increase is 4. And what's the denominator? The denominator is your original number. What do you start with at the beginning? You started with 16 chairs. That is your denominator. So denominator is your at first. The numerator is your increase. Once you get your fraction already, make the denominator 100 by changing to simplest form. And then 4 times 25 is 100. 1 times 25 is 25. And once your denominator is 100, your answer is 25%. 25% increase. Okay? All right, those in my class, I hope you know, we have gone through this in our lessons already. Okay? If you still make mistake, I don't know what to say already. Okay, let's go to question 10. Average. What's the answer for average? The answer is number 2. Okay, number 2. Okay, now, so to find the average, you must know the total before you can find the average. So what's the total of all the numbers? You add all the numbers, 20 plus 15 plus 15. That'll be how many? 50, right? Do your working, never do mental sum. Then you plus 10. Total is 60. All right. Then how do you find average? You must divide. If you never divide, you did not find average. Some of you divide by 4 because you thought that no need to count the 0. That's wrong. 0 is still a number. So how many numbers do you see? There are 5 numbers, not 4 numbers. 0 is still a number. 60 divided by 5, and that's your average, which is number 12. Okay? All right? Done? All right, copy down if you have a mistake. Okay? All right. Okay, once you're done, give a thumbs up. Okay, let's go to question 11. Okay, so far lesson clear. Lesson is quite clear. Now, question 11, answer for question. Yeah, question 11, the answer is number 2. Question 11, number 2. All right, now, every time you see pictures, your picture cannot be very clean. If your picture is very clean, you will get stuck because you do mental sum. So we don't do mental sum, we don't do everything in the mind, we put on the paper. So if you look at question 11, there's a square, there's an equilateral triangle, typo error, all right, there's a typo error there. Equilateral triangle means what? All the sides are equal. So this is an equilateral triangle, and you must do something before you solve. You must put 60. Put the number. Put the number. All right. Never try to work out the answer. Put all these things down, and you also must put the question mark. QUR. QUR. Put the question mark. All right. Some of you never put the question mark, and then you can find the wrong answer. Okay. So all right. Number 1. That's number 1. Number 2. Number 2 is go and find easy angle. Don't care about the answer. Go and find what other angles you can find. I can find this angle because right angle at the corner of squares. This is 30. 90 minus 60, I get 30. And then you get stuck. You get stuck because of this. You get stuck because you forgot that a square, when you cut the square into half, you cut 90 degrees into half, 45 degrees. Those of you who get stuck, right? So you cut the 90 degrees into half. So when you cut a square into half, then what happened to the right angle? It becomes 45 degrees. Now, can you find question mark already? And what do you know about triangle? Sum of angles in the triangle is 180. So you take 180 minus 45 minus 30, and that's how you get 105 degrees, which is number 2. Clear? Yeah? Understand? Right, Cedric, you look so Okay, make sure you all look at the right paper, Don't look at YouTube. Okay, don't look at something else. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 12. Question 12. All right. What's the answer for question 12? Now, question 12, the answer is number 4. And then you tell Mr. Long don't know how to do because it looks hard. Now, every hard question always got something easy about it. Until you find the easy part, then you will find that it's quite hard if you don't find the easy part. So how is the best way, the easiest way to do this? Now, if you see symmetry like this, what you should have done is like that. You should have draw, right? Okay, you should have draw. You don't know how to do, then you draw. And then you cut it into what? Into squares. And then you go and do your symmetry, go and do the symmetry, go and color the other side, right? Color the other half, right? After you're done already, then you go and look at 1, 2, 3, 4. Which 1, 2, 3, 4 is the same as this one? Which one is that? Isn't that number 4? Number 4 is the same as what you draw, right? Okay, do I make sense to you? Right? You don't know how to do, then you go and draw. All right, don't do in your head. Don't try to think. You draw and then you can see better already, right? So answer number 4. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so answer number 4 look like what I draw, exactly what I draw. Okay, question 13. Question 13, those who still get mistake, because last week we talked about this, and you still got mistake, it means that you still don't understand. Answer number 3. So who has a mistake, especially if it came last week, and especially those in my class some more. Aubrey, do you have a mistake for this one? Okay, Ruel got mistake? Okay, let's look at this. There are red, blue, and yellow. The ratio of the red to the blue is 2:3. You must. Okay, those of you who write like that, you never learn. Okay, you never learn. Bisong said that you must have a total. Total must put. If you don't put the total, you will get stuck. Okay, continue. The ratio of the yellow to the total red and blue is 5:6. So yellow to the total red and blue. And this ratio must have a total also. So your ratio is 5:6 and the total is 11. So when you write your ratio, you must have a total. After you have done that already, you compare to see what is the same. Red and blue, isn't that total? Red and blue? Red and blue, isn't that the same two colors? But the number is not the same. Then what do? Go and make it the same. Times 5 times 6. And this whole ratio, you also times 6. And then this ratio, you times 5 times 5. Okay, then what happened now? You have 12 is to 18 is to 30. And then 25 is to 30 is to 55. Okay? And once you make the what? Once you make the red and blue the same already, they are one big happy family. One big family. And they are all called units. You can call them whatever you want. Call them units, call them parts, call them whatever you want. But they are all one big family. And then now can you get your answer? What fraction of all the pens? Look at where is the total of all the pens? Isn't this all the pens? Which is 55? Blue. Then you look for blue. Isn't here blue? 18. So your answer is number 3, right? So do I need to look at this old ratio, all this ratio? No need already. Don't have to look at them already because they marry each other, become one big happy family. The two ratio, at first they don't know each other, but now you make them the same, they know each other, so they marry one big family. Okay, understand now? That's number 3. Let's go to question 14. Now, in your PSLE paper 1 or even paper 2, you will see some questions that look very unfamiliar. Okay, question 14 may look a bit strange. But something like that lah. Later on, when you do your paper 1 or paper 2, you will see some questions totally never see before. All right, but it's normal. Okay, like this kind of question, like you don't know how to do because never see before. But it's only paper 1. How hard can it be? Right? Paper 1 is no, paper 2 is really will be hard, but paper 1 not really that very hard yet. At first, Mr. Ong covered the base of a rectangular box completely. So do you understand where is the base? This is the base of the box. Completely with a layer of unit cubes. He then turned the box to rest on the ground horizontally. So become like this, the box lie on the ground. The unique cubes, when rearranged, covered 50% of the base. Okay, so what does it tell you? It tells you that then the other half must be the same number of cubes also, right? So how many cubes do you see in the box now? You look carefully, how many cubes do you see in the box now? You see that there are 24 cubes in the box now, which is 50%. Then the other 50% must be also 24. Yeah? Okay, yeah, understand, right? Quite easy, right? If you understand the story. Okay, then how many cubes can fill the box completely without any gaps? Which means how many more cubes can you fill the box? There are 24 cubes inside already. How many more cubes can you fill the box? All right, so what should you do? You should go and find what is the total cubes the box can contain. But how do you find the total cubes that the box can contain? You will have to know how many cubes along here, how many cubes along here, and how many cubes along here. All right. So how many cubes along the length? Then you look carefully. So you have 4 and 4, 8. How you get 8? Because there are 4 cubes here already. Then the other 50% here must be 4, right? And then how many cubes along the breadth? You can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 cubes along the breadth, right? Okay. And then how about the height? The height, how many cubes? Then you go back to this one. If there are 6 cubes here, then here must be what? Here must be the height law, right? The height, which is 4. Then what is the total cubes you can put inside the box? 8 times 6 times 4, right? So 8 times 6 times 4, you get how many? All right, this one use calculator, so I can do faster. Okay, so you can have 192 cubes in the box altogether. But there are already how many cubes inside? There are already 24 cubes already. So how many more can you fill the box? So 192 minus 24, you can put another 168 more cubes. And then the box will be completely filled. Do you understand? Do you understand, everybody? Or do you want me, Mr. to explain one more time? Janelle, understand, Janelle? Okay, Mr. will go through one more time, okay? I see your faces like blur blur. Okay, now copy down first, and then I will go through this again, okay? Maybe a bit too fast just now. Okay, this is what question now? Question 14. Okay, we are still by 8:30 we must complete booklet A, otherwise we'll be quite late to finish the lesson. Okay, copy down ready? Can I erase? Then I go through this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna erase. Okay, let me erase whatever that you see over here. Da 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 da. Okay, let's erase all these things. Okay, all right, and then let's go through slowly, a bit carefully. Okay, you read the question. Can you see that there are some cubes inside already? So how many cubes inside here? You can count. There are 24 cubes already, right? So when you turn the box over, then what will happen? Now you will see that the unique cubes when rearranged covered 50% of the base. So these 24 cubes, what happened? It only covered 50% of the base. Where's the base? The base is here lah, the base. Then the other 50% is empty. So you will need another 24 more cubes here, right? Right? Then you will have the whole base totally covered, right? Okay, so now can we find what is the total cubes that can fill the box? How many cubes can the box contain altogether? Then there's a shortcut here, right? How to find how many cubes inside the box altogether? You just count how many cubes along the length. All right, so you can see there are 4 cubes here. Then the other 50% must also be 4 cubes, right? Even though you can't see them now, but you can imagine. So the length has 8 cubes along the length. Then over here, how many cubes can you put along the length? You look at this part. Okay, this part. All right. The, do you see what? Do you see how many cubes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can count the cubes along the red color arrow. That'll be 6. And then when you lay the cuboid downwards, when you turn it downwards, then where's the height? The height will be here, right? How many cubes along the height? Isn't this the height, which is how many cubes? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 cubes can form the height, and 6 cubes can form the breadth. So the breadth is 6, the height is 4. All right, before we continue, do you understand how you get 8, 6, and 4? Everybody understand? Janelle, do you understand how to get 8, 6, and 4? Okay. All right. Then what do we do now? Now the next step is to go and find what is the total number of cubes the box can contain all together. You take 8 length times breadth times height, and you get 192. That is the total cubes that the box can contain. And right now, there are already 24 cubes inside already. All right. So how many cubes can fill the box completely? So how many more can you put inside? So you take 192 minus 24, and you can put another 168 more cubes. Okay, does it sound better? Okay, better, huh? All right, Cedric got to turn on the video. All video must be turned on. Cannot off the video. Otherwise, Mister has to say bye-bye. Okay, Cedric must turn on the video. Okay, let's go to the next one.
I can't
Question
turn
number.
on my video.
Oh, you can't turn on your video, ah. Okay, okay. All right. Then it's okay lah. Okay, question 15. Answer. Answer will be number two. Those who get it wrong, Mr. is going to look at you and tell you that you wasted your marks. Because why? When you see fractions, you draw model. And this is a very simple question, but if you don't draw model, it takes longer time to get the answer. Mr. Tan planted 120 pots of orchids and roses. 3/5, how to draw? Look at what's behind the of the pots. So the fraction is talking about the pots, and all the pots is 120. And Miss Tong show you for my students, I never think about how to do. All right, I just have to draw the model, and then I know how to do already. So I cut the rectangle into 5 boxes because the denominator says so. Denominator is 5, right? 3 boxes, orchid must label. And please label the other 2 boxes. Got to label what are these other 2 boxes. Roses, right? So among the roses, there was an equal pots of red and pots of yellow. Oh, so simple. Where is the roses? This is the roses, right? There's an equal red, equal yellow. So isn't this your red? And this is also yellow. Equal number of red, equal number of yellow. So how many pots of yellow roses were there? Question mark. And all I have to do is just take 120 and then I just divide by 5 lor. And I get 24. Why divide by 5? Because the boxes are all equal, identical. I divide by 5, I get one step, get the answer already. Understand? That's the model. All right, you draw the model, you don't have to think so hard. All right, you always see Miss Tong don't think very hard. So you have to depend on your methods a lot. Okay, let's move on to booklet B. Okay, okay. Now let's go to question 16. Question 16, what is the mass of the bag of onions? In the paper 1 PSLE, you'll be asked for kg or grams, but over here, I didn't put any units, so you can have multiple answers. All right, number one, you need to count the gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't know how to do it because you didn't count the gaps. There are 10 units. And how big is 10 unit? You take 1 minus 0 is 1 kg. Change it to grams, 1000 grams. 1 unit is 1000 divided by 10. You don't know how to get the answer, cancel the 0. And you get 100. Okay, start counting. So the needle passed 1 kg. And the needle is touching what number? 100, 200, 300. Okay, so it's 1 kg and 300 grams. That's your answer. Or 1300 grams also can. Or 1.3 kg also can. Because Mr. never put the unit there. So you can choose whichever you like. Okay, let's go to number 17. Number 17, again, if you don't know how to do, then you didn't revise your mistake for the last paper one. Okay, so your answer is 2.2. Okay, who get it wrong? Okay, don't raise your hand. But if you get it wrong, it's time to revise already. How do you change it to decimal? Make the mixed number into improper fraction. Shortcut. Shortcut. 2 times 9, 18. 18 plus 2, 20 over 9. Fraction means what? Fraction means dividing. Okay, every time you see fraction, you what? You do dividing. Or every time you see 20 divided by 9 is also fraction. All right, you can also convert into fraction, up to you. Okay, so what is 20 divided by 9? Then do your long division. 2 times 9 is 18, then you minus. Okay, how to continue dividing? Change the whole number to decimal, put the 0 down, raise up decimal point. 2 times 9 is 18, and remainder 2. Never put down your 2.2 as the answer. Because why? You haven't rounded anything. You didn't do any rounding. Something missing. So you must continue to add one more 0 and then put the 0 down, and then 2 times 9, 18, still remainder 2, but never mind, because now you can do rounding. How to round to 1 decimal place? Draw a line to show how a 1 decimal place look like. Primary 4, they learned that, right? The primary 4 students. And look at the digit nearest the line, round up or round down? Round down. So your nearest 1 decimal place is still 2.2. Okay? Understand? The P4 students, they will learn this. And those of you in P5, in my class, you have learned that also. Okay, any question about this? Nope. Okay, let's go to the next one already. Okay, next one, question number 18. Again, some of you may get a mistake. How do you convert percentage to fraction? All right. Okay, before we look at this, if I have 1%, what's the fraction? 1 over 100. Okay? Primary 5, you learned that. If I got 3%, then how to convert to fraction? 3 over 100. I got 0.1%, then 0.1 over 100. So what's the pattern? The pattern is always over 100. But it's a funny fraction. Shortcut. Never mind. You can always times 10 to get rid of the decimal point. When you times 10, what happened? You shift the decimal point to the right. It becomes 1.0 already. And isn't that 1? So you got rid of the decimal point when you multiply by 10. And the 100 times 10, isn't that 1,000? So what is your fraction now? 1 over 1,000, which is your answer. All right. So this is your P5 basic, P5 percentage. How you convert percentage to fraction, fraction to percentage, and decimal also. All this you must know. Okay. Okay, let's go on to question 19. Okay, question 19. Yeah, Mr. Lee have the protractor. Okay. Uh, okay. What's the angle? Oh dear. What's the angle? Let me see. I think the answer is 93 degrees. Do you get 93 degrees plus minus 1? So if 92, 94, also correct. Okay. So when you place a protractor, okay, Mr. can't put a digital protractor here, but I'm gonna draw something. Hopefully it's clear. If I put the protractor something like this, oh dear. Okay, your protractor, how do you put your protractor? Your protractor must be something like this, okay? Yeah, something like that lah. Put your protractor there, and then you will see two zeros, left and right. So which zero do you look at? You never look at the zero here because why? Why you don't put the zero there? Or why you don't look at the zero there? Because there's no line. The line is on this side. The line is on your right side. So you should be looking at the zero here. And then you start counting. Start counting from the zero. And you will count, you'll find that it will be 90, 94 degrees if you count from the zero on the right side zero. Okay? Right? Okay, anyone got mistake for this one? Or anyone needs help for this one? After the lesson, I will show you this one. Ruel got mistake, right? Okay, after the lesson, I will talk to you about this. Okay, then you can stay behind. Because I don't have the protractor, the digital protractor to show you. After the lesson, then I show you. Okay? All right. If you need to stay back for this question, later you stay back for just for about 5 minutes only. Question 20. Question 20, what's the answer? Okay, question 20, there's a last typo error. There's a last typo error that Miss Dong didn't make a mistake. It's supposed to be which half an hour. Okay, which half hour period? Okay, which half an hour period was the distance covered? Yeah, so my apologies if you have put down 8 to 9 a.m. I will still give you full marks. All right, if you put 8 to 9 a.m., all right, I will still give you the marks. Okay, but it's supposed to be which half an hour period. Okay, so line graph, what do? You need to count the gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, not 5 units, 6. 6 units is 18. 1 unit is 3. And then you need to take a ruler and put it on the line to see what number is that. This is 21. And then this is 36. Take a ruler, okay, ruler and put it on the line. So okay, can you help me to double check whether I put correctly? This is 24. This is here. So you must take a ruler. It means that you take a ruler, put it on the line, and then to see where the ruler cuts. So 36, 39, 42, 45. Okay, 45. And then this one will be here. Let's start counting. 57, 60, and 63. All right. So you have to put the numbers on the line graph. All right. Don't if you never put, you find that you will make careless mistake. So which half an hour period was the distance covered the longest? Okay, if you look carefully, you look at this one. Okay, look at this one. What's the increase? The increase is 15. Okay. And then over here, it's coming down. There's a decrease. So you minus, there's a decrease of 12. Okay. Then this one, you go up. What's the increase? The increase is 21. Okay, the increase is 21. And then from here, go up. What's the increase? The increase is 19. Okay, 19. So which half an hour period was the distance covered the longest. You look for the biggest difference. The biggest difference. So your answer is actually 8 o'clock to 8:30. Right, but because we Storm didn't know, there's a typo error lah. So it's supposed to be 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. But if you put down 8 to 9, okay, I'll give you correct. Yeah. Okay, but it's actually half an hour period. Okay, are you clear so far? Okay, Janelle, okay, Janelle? Okay, any questions to ask? Anything you're not sure? If you see Mr. make careless mistake, let me know. Because sometimes Mr. does make a careless mistake also. So must let me know if I make a careless mistake. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Now we come to the 10 mark, the 2 mark each. Okay, question 21. Percentage discount, you should know how to do already. Get your fraction. The numerator is the increase. So you take 80 minus 68, that is the discount. And the denominator is always the original price. Your denominator is always the at first. All right, what do you start with? You start with $80. Make the denominator into 100. But how? Okay, Mr. going to show you either you make the denominator 100 or there is another way to convert to percentage, which your teacher has taught you, times 100. All right, times 100. That is another way. So cancel 10, cancel 10, and then 8 divided by 4, and 12 divided by 4, and then 2 divided by 2, you get 1, and 10 divided by 2, you get 5. All right, and then when your denominators are all 1 already, there is nothing else to cancel. So you just multiply. 5 times 3, 1 times 1, how many percent discount? 15% discount. So your answer should be 15%. Okay, so this is I don't know whether is it a faster way or shorter way, because the other way is to make the denominator 100. So you can take 12 divided by 4, 80 divided by 4, you get 20, and then 20 times 5, 3 times 5. Same, 15% discount. So which way you like? You like this way? You like the first which one you like? You like this one or you like this one? I don't know lah. You choose lah. You choose whichever you like to get your percentage. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's go on to question 22. Okay, question 22, and your answer will be, let me see. Your answer will be $5.20. Okay, come right? Okay, now if you get it wrong, Mr. asks you something. Do you have a line method? Line method. And then 9 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. And then what do? Then you cut the first hour until 10 o'clock. So the first hour is $2. So if you have the line method, everything is all there. You will not make careless mistake. So every half an hour, so half an hour later will be 10:30. So just cut it. And then half an hour later will be 11 a.m. And then another half an hour later. All right, half an hour later will be 11:30. And then 11:30 to 11:45 will be 15 minutes, right? Every half an hour is 80 cents. So will you make careless mistake if you do like that? No. It's all very clear. Then you plus them together, right? So 80 times 4 will be $3.20, then plus $2. So how much is the rental? $5.20. So if you make a mistake, I don't know why. If you never do this one, then you must have the line. Make sure you have the line so that you can get the marks for this kind of question. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, Shirley, okay, you look like very stressed. Yeah, can you put your finger on the head? Okay, Charlotte, finish? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Question number 23. Algebra. Now, those who never learn algebra, you just follow lah. Okay, those who have learned, okay, you must try to get the answer. All right, how do you find the parameter of the figure? Your picture. If your picture is your picture very clean? If it's very clean, you most likely your answer may be wrong because you're doing mental sum. Put put numbers, put information onto your pictures, right? The two rectangles are identical. Your lucky day because the two shapes are the same. So all you have to do is just copy lah. 10, 10, 5, 5, right? And then 5 minus 2, this is 3, right? And then 5 minus 2, this is 3, right? Go and put all this down. And this is a square. There's a square box in the middle. So which means that this is 2p. Because why? It's a square box. All sides are equal. Then 10p minus 2p, this will give you 8p. And then this is 8p, right? And then the rest, then how do you find parameter? You just plus together slowly, plus orderly, go and add orderly. Then plus 10, you may want to circle so that you don't miss any numbers. And then 5 plus 5 is 10. So just write like that. And then 8 plus 8 will be 16p. You add all the p's, right? 16p. And then 3 plus 3 will be 6p. And then be careful that you don't add the dotted line. Dotted line is not part of the figure. So we don't do that. We don't add that. Okay, then after that, you can plus them together. 30 plus 20 plus 10 is 30. 30p. Then plus 16 plus 6 will be 22p. And then you just add them together, answer 52p. Is your answer 52p? And Mr. forgot something. Must put bracket cm. Yeah, in the paper two, if you don't put a bracket, if you don't have the cm, minus marks. Okay, but in paper one, all the units will be given to you in the PSLE paper one. All right, your school exam paper one, you have all the units given to you. But when you do my paper one, I always don't show the units so that I want you to remember to put the units so that you don't forget in paper two. Okay, done, finish. Can we move on? Okay, question 24. If you don't know how to do, again, you forgot. You forgot something that I told you. When you see a paper being folded, this is the clue. Clue for what? Symmetry. When you fold a paper and you unfold it, there is an invisible line that you can actually see, right? Invisible line. So what you need to do is you need to unfold it. You need to draw the other side. This is the symmetric, it's a part of a symmetric figure. Can you draw the other side? So just draw back the other side, lor. Like this side will be here. And then this longer side will be here. Why must you draw? Because the two triangles are the same. If they are the same, what does it mean? It means that this is angle X, this is also same. If this is 90, this is also 90. And whatever angle this will be the same. And if the area of this triangle, for example, I don't know, if the area is something, then this area of the other triangle will be the same. Everything all same, right? That's why it's going to be easy to do this. So how do you find angle X? You take 90 minus 24, and you will get 66 degrees, and then you divide by 2. Right, you divide by 2 to get 33 degrees. So your angle X here is 33, and the other one is also the same. So when you see a paper being folded, what is the lesson? Unfold it. And how do you unfold it? You draw the other symmetry. Draw the other symmetric half. Understand? This will come out in angles. This will also come out. This kind of folding will come out in area and parameter also in angles. So in this angles, area and parameter, you will see this kind of picture folding. Okay, all this folding. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So answer 33 degrees. Okay, question number 25. Okay, this is the one. Okay, if you get the answer correct, okay, we not say well done because not easy if you use your brain. Did anyone get 9? Nobody get 9. Ria got 9. Lucky guess? Not lucky guess. Okay, Aubrey got 9. Okay, this is a P5 question. Right, it's a P5 question. Fraction means draw model. Okay, draw model. And this fraction is talking about his money. Mr. Ong used 4 over 7 of his money. So method here, I am going to use model to get the answer. So you draw a rectangle, which is the money, cut into 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you label 4 boxes to buy 6 apples and 9 oranges. Label. Your model must have labels. And then what do you call the rest of this? Continue reading. 3 apples was the same as 2 oranges. So I can do something like this. 3 apples, 3A is the same as 2 oranges. Something like that. Okay? Or ratio. Some of you use ratio. 3 is to 2. Also can. All right, same. With the money he had left, oh, this is the money left, right? Right? And then what happened? What was the most oranges he could buy? So I'm going to put down, with the money left, how many more oranges he can buy. Boom. And my model is done. Okay, that's the model. So how are you going to use the model to solve? Very simple. You want to find how many oranges. This I don't care about the apples. So can I get rid of the apples? Can I change the apples to oranges? 3 times 2, and then 2 times 2. So I changed the 6 apples to 4 oranges because I don't want to know about apple. I don't want apples, I want oranges. 4 plus 9 will become 13. 13 oranges. And there'll be 4 boxes. 13 divided by 4. Wow, what is 13 divided by 4? Well, 13 divided by 4, if you go and divide, you will get 3 and 1 quarter. But is there such thing as 3 and 1 quarter orange? Don't have, right? So you can have maybe 3 orange, at the most 3 oranges for every box, right? And you don't round off also. You don't get put 4 oranges because it's 3 and 1 quarter. So how many oranges, how many full oranges do you get? Only three. Three full oranges. Okay. So another three, then three, another three. Okay. Yeah. And then how about the rest of the money? You also put three because every box is the same. Three, three, three. Right? So how many oranges can he buy with the rest of the money? So isn't that 9 oranges? Right? So you can only buy 9 oranges. Then how about the 1 quarter? How about all this? How about all this 1 quarter? Can I add the 1 quarters together? Can I go and put the 1 quarters together become an orange? Is it practical? Can you go to do you go to the market and ask the person, can you take 4 pieces of oranges and form into an orange? Cannot, right? So it's not practical. So you can only buy at the most 9 oranges with the rest of the money. So that is how you get the answer using model. Clear? Okay, let's move on. Next one. Okay, 10 more minutes to finish. Okay, question 28 coming to the end soon. Today we can finish earlier. The last lesson we ended about 5 minutes later. Okay, question 26 looks hard. Okay, but what's the answer first? The answer is 70. Let me see. 39, sorry. 39. You get 39. Okay, again, this is average. So the table shows ABC, which represent three two-digit numbers. Jenny used 2 pieces of paper to cover 2 of the digits, and the average of these 3 numbers is 25. Every time you see average, you can always find the total. You take 25 times 3 to get the total. All right, whenever there's average, you find total. All right, then the rest is easy. Go and plus together. Add them together becomes 75. And you go and do some guess and check. Guess and check. 5 plus 9 is 14. 14 plus what equal? Cannot be 5. 14 plus what equal? There's a 5 there. So do you think it's 1? Let's try and see, okay? So 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. Carry 1. Okay, okay. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2, 4. Then 4 plus what equals 7? 4 plus 3, lor. So what's your letter C? 39 lor. Quite easy, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go on to question 27. Okay, so move on. Question 30 to 27. Okay, this one, same thing. A little bit, some of you I don't know how to do. Now, every time you see cubes like this, you don't know how to do, at the most, go and find how many cubes. Go and count how many cubes. That's the simple thing you can do. So how many cubes are there inside here? Go and count. Don't count. Do this. Do. All right, some of you, I don't know how you count, but you count by the columns. There's a shortcut here. Do. Then there's a cubes at the bottom. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just put 9 lah. Okay? Yeah, 9. And then you add the numbers. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 22 plus 9 is 31, right? 31, right? Okay, 31. Okay, so there are 31 cubes. Okay, inside already. And that's the least you can do, right? You don't leave it blank. You can find how many cubes inside. Okay, but let's read the question now. Mr. hasn't read the question yet. The figure shows a rectangular glass tank, partly filled with identical cubes. John poured 243 cm cube of water into the tank to fill to the brim. Do you understand this sentence? Do you know how it works? There are some cubes inside, but there's also empty space. So the water fills up the empty space, your signs, okay, your P4 signs. So the empty space is filled up by 243 cm cube of water. And what is the empty space? The empty space are where the cubes are missing. The cubes are missing. That's why the water can fill those empty spaces. So can you find what? Can you find how many cubes are missing? So how many cubes are missing? You can count easily. There are actually 9 cubes. But if you don't know how to count, there's a shortcut. 5, then here 4, and then here 2. So 5 times 4, 20. 20 times 2, 40. Let's write down. Okay, 5 times 4, 20. 20 times 2, 40. So there's a total of 40 cubes that the glass tank can contain all together. So right now, how many cubes inside? Right now, there are 31 cubes inside already. So how many cubes are missing? There must be 9 cubes missing. All right, so those of you who don't know how to count the cubes, then what do? You do this way. All right, you can count how many cubes along the length, along the breadth, along the height. Then you multiply to get the total cubes in the glass tank. Then after that, you take the total cubes minus whatever that is already inside. There are 9 cubes missing. And these 9 cubes that are missing is the water, is what? Is the empty space that the water has occupied. Okay, so these missing 9 cubes, what happened to these missing 9 cubes? Occupied by the water. The water. So the water took up the space of these 9 missing cubes. So now can you find the volume of 1 cube? So you divide. 243 divided by 9, and your answer is 27. So the volume of a cube is 27 cm cube. Do you have the answer correct? It's not didn't show you the answer just now. Anyone got the answer correct? Nobody. Okay, good. Because by the way, what you're doing, you're doing exam paper questions. Okay, these questions are also taken out from other exam papers. So you're doing exam questions, lah. Okay, just to let you know. Okay, let's go to question number 28. Okay, question 28. Eyes big, ears big, because uh, I think there could be quite a lot of you who make a mistake for this. So what's the answer? The answer is $63. Anyone got mistake? Can you raise your hand if you have a mistake so Mr. can see? No? Okay, all right. Okay, already still got mistake. This come out in our lesson. Those who have a mistake but you're not in my class is okay. Those in my class, you still got mistake. Okay. Okay, shortcut. This is a hard question. This is a very common question, but it's also hard if you don't understand how to do. Okay, there's a way to do this. So eyes open big. Very simple way to do this. Rick had $900. He spent 30% of his money. So his money is 900. Just put on top. Okay, put on top. What is off? Off is times. So can you go and find how much is 30% of 900? Okay, change the percentage to fraction, then multiply by 900, right? Okay, no calculator, change the whole number to fraction, then cancel, cancel to 0, cancel to 0. Okay, then when the denominators are 1, you don't have to cancel anymore. So 30 times 9, $270. 1 times 1 is 1. So how much did he spend on the mini refrigerator, which is $270? Just put on top. Okay, put on top. Put the number on top. Okay, then he spent 90% of the remaining money. Next step, go and find what is the remaining money after he spent on the refrigerator. So you take 900, which is the money at first, and he spent $270 on the refrigerator. That will give you the remaining money. And then go and put over here. Go and put over here. Okay? And then he spent 90% of his times. So change the 90%, right, into fraction, right? So the 90% become 90 over 100 times $630. All right, then cancel, right? I hope you know how to cancel. Primary 5, we learned about cancelling. Divide by 10, divide by 10, and you can still cancel, divide by 10, and on top, divide by 10. And when the denominator is 1 already, then 9 times 63. All right, go and do your working. So 9 times 63, you will get 567, which is the camera. So go and put over here. Oh, wow. Okay. And now can you find the money left? Then you take $900, go and minus the refrigerator. Okay, the refrigerator is $270. Go and minus the camera. All right. And then you will get the leftover. So how much is the leftover? So your answer should be $63 left. Okay, there seems to be a lot of working. Yeah, there's a lot of working here. But this is the simplest way to understand how to do, even though there seems to be quite a few steps, quite a lot of working to do, but I think it's simple to understand if you don't know how to do. Understand now? Janelle? Okay, Janelle? Okay. Yeah. Mr. don't have time to really talk about this in details. So yeah, because it's a paper one lesson, we have to do all the other questions. So what happens if you don't understand? Watch the video. Okay, the video is recorded. Watch the video, and then you can always play how many times you want. Okay. All right. Question 20, question 29. Let's go on first. Now, what's the answer? Your answer will be 125. 125 centimeter. Okay, 125 centimeter. If you have any questions about any questions later you stay behind. Okay, Mr. will answer you later. Okay, what's the perimeter of the figure? This one is a bit hard, but also easy. Hard and easy. So two square and two equilateral triangle. What is a square? All sides equal. What is equilateral triangle? All sides are equal also, right? So the length of the straight line AB is 25 cm. Okay, how to do this kind of question? You use colors, right? Okay, or maybe not colors lah. Or okay, okay, never mind. Let me use blue color. Can you see a short line and a long line? Right, short line, longer line. So that is 25 cm. Okay, that's one pair. Then, do you see another short line and long line? And by the way, equilateral triangle means all equal, all equal. So another 25 cm. All right, because the blue lines and the red line add together the same. Can you see that? So, all right, and then do you see another short line and then another long line? Let me use okay. Hang on for a while. Let me use a different color. Okay, a different color so that it's easier to see. Okay, let me use a green color. Short line and long line. Add together another 25 cm. Okay, another color. How about short line, long line, another 25 cm. And then next one, how about short line and long line, another 25 cm. Okay, how about the dotted lines? Don't count the dotted line. It's not part of the figure. So if you add all of them together, that will give you the perimeter of the figure, which is 125 cm. Right? Are you clear? Equilateral triangle means what? It means all the sides are equal. Squares also all the sides are equal. Okay? And by the way, those of you who may not understand, Miss I'll just show you something. Can you see that this side is equal to this side, which is also equal to this side, equal to this side, equal to this side. So all these are the same sides, all equal side. Okay? Because can you see that? All right. And then look at the bigger triangle and the bigger square. I saw equilateral triangle means all the sides of a triangle are equal, right? Then the square also all the same, law? Same. Right? Same. Right? So that's what it means. Okay, let me just erase that so that you don't get confused by too many of these markings. Okay, got it? So quite hard, but also can be quite easy if you understand if you understand that you need to pair them up. Like one blue pair, one red pair, then there's a one green pair, one purple pair. Okay, all right, let's go to question 30. It's okay, question 30. Last question. True and not possible to tell. Okay, for those who get part A wrong, why? Let's see. Average mark of a group of 6 students is 88. You can find the total. You can find the total. So 88 times 6, what is the total of these 6 students? So the total is 528. And then another, John scores 72 marks and he joined the group. So what is the new total? The new total is 528 plus 72. That is the new total. Okay, or I think Mr. better draw a model lah, for in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Let me draw a model, okay? So you have a 6 student now. I draw a simple model. So there are 6 students, right? So everybody 88 lah. Average means everybody all what? Everybody all 88. Okay? Okay, it's a bit okay. Then you can find the total already. And you will get the total, which is 528. Then another student join. So when you have another student who join, how many students already? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now you got 7 students. And then what's the increase? What's the increase? When this student join, what is the new total? 528 plus 72 to give you the new total, right? And so the new total is what? 600. So now can you find the average of all the 7 students? You take 600 and you divide by 7, do your dividing, and you will get a decimal. Okay, 85 point Da, 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 da. Okay, there's a remainder there lah. But don't care about the remainder. Just look at the whole number. So which means that the average is now 85. Right? The average is now 85. So look at part A. Did the average mark decrease when John joins the group? Yes. From 88 now become 85. Of course, decrease. Right? From 88, then now became 85 already. So the average has decreased when John joins the group. Are you clear? Okay? All right. Then part B. Each of the six students score more than John. This one is quite easy to answer actually. How do you know? How do you know? Do you know the marks of all the six students? Do you know the marks of every one of the six students? We don't know. So which means that not possible to tell. So this part B is actually quite easy to answer. We don't know what are their marks, so not sure. Not sure means not possible to tell. Okay? All right, so we ended by 5 minutes later. Okay, wanted to end by 9 p.m., but still a bit later. Okay, who has questions? If you have questions, you can stay behind. If you have no questions, then I think that's the end of the paper one lesson. All right, so I'll send you the paper one later on, and then next Monday we have the third lesson, and then the fourth lesson, and after the fourth lesson, we will have a break. Okay, then we will resume 1-2 months later. Okay, all right. Okay, if you have no questions to ask me later, you can go already. I'll see you the next Monday. All right. Okay, so see you. And those who need to ask me, you can stay behind. Okay,
Bye,
bye
teacher.
bye. Yeah, somebody. Okay, bye bye. I'll see you next Monday. Bye bye. So who wants to ask
Bye
me?
bye.
Yeah, Chavez, you wanna? Okay, Ruben, any questions to ask me? Oh yeah, you got a question to ask me, right? Huh? No questions to ask me.
No, no, the one for that question, I
For which one?
got Veda,
Question what lah?
Veda.
Question
For
20.
question 19,
Question 19.
I
Question
got 95.
Question 19, you got 95.
95.
Oh yeah, the protractor, right? Okay. Mr. got no protractor here. I can't because I didn't
I
subscribe to
got
this.
95.
You got 95 degrees. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, tell you what. Okay, let me see whether see, Mr. can't take out the protractor. I have to subscribe. I have to
Oh,
buy this, then I can have the protractor. Okay, you bring on can you bring on Monday? You have to hand it to me anyway on Monday, and then we will go through. Okay, we will go through, we will look at how you get 95 degrees because I don't
because
think it's
I measured from, um, like, I measured, like, I don't know how to say, but, like, I measured from, like, you can
uh
see, right?
you okay. As long as you measure that when you put the protractor onto the diagram, right? There is a zero here and there's a zero here, right? If you put the protractor, remember your protractor? If you put the protractor onto the
I put the protractor, like, up.
up, it means here, like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then also can. Also nothing wrong. Then which zero do you look at? The zero here, or you have to look at the zero on this side,
The
right?
up one.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
the
then
up
you
one.
have to then you have to look at what? Then you have to look at the number, which number the line is touching. So I think that should be
Yeah.
about 90 something lah, 93, 94, maybe 95, maybe, because your number is quite close as well. But if you're gonna tell me less than 90, then something wrong already. Less than 90, because this angle is like a right angle, almost like a right angle, and also a bit bigger. So cannot be less than 90. Okay? All right, you bring on
Okay.
Monday, and then I will measure for myself to see. Okay? All right, any
Okay. Bye
questions?
bye.
Okay, I'll see you on Monday. Okay, bye bye. See you
Bye
next week.
bye.
Okay, bye bye.